Since I was a little boy, there's been one bird that has actually declined more than any other in the whole of the United Kingdom. I've always loved this bird, partly because it belongs to the city, just like I do. But here in London and cities throughout the UK, you'd be lucky to find even one. The house sparrow. Once a staple of urban life, it's disappeared from many places where it used to be common. For hundreds of years, the cheerful, chatty call of these little brown birds has been part of our urban landscape, the soundtrack to our city lives. But sadly today, their chirping and chirping has all but disappeared from many of our city centres. I bet most Londoners have absolutely no idea that this humble little brown bird has been slowly vanishing without trace. Four birds here.
Okay.
This is a red kite, that's a robin, house sparrow, and that's a golden eagle. Which do you think is the most threatened in the UK?
I think it's the robin.
Maybe the eagle.
You hardly see robins.
Golden eagle.
Yeah, maybe the golden eagle. You may not believe it, but it's actually the sparrow.
Is it really?
Yeah. When's the last time you saw a sparrow in London?
I don't actually remember.
Why? That's a big question. And there's no simple answer, because many other common birds, like robins and blue tits, are thriving. I've come back to my childhood home where there were hundreds of sparrows when I was a kid. I'm here in Wembley, North London, and this is where it all began for me when it came to birds. I saw my first ever sparrow on this very street. The house sparrow means everything to me. My passion for wildlife was born from it. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Yeah, I'm good, yeah. I'm good.
He used to stand at the window in his bedroom and watch them from there.
My mum got me my first ever pair of binoculars when I was 8 years old. Remember when I was hassling you to get me a pair? You got them on high purchase, didn't you? Was it £14.99?
$14.99.
On
Yeah.
HP, which was a lot of money in those days. I used to stand right here, I can put my feet on this bit here, and look out into the back gardens. But I can't see sparrows from this window anymore. There were quite a few of them. They were very numerous and the most obvious bird to be seen. And that was when I was 5, and I kind of grew up with them. There were a lot more hedgerows and trees. Now, a ton more wooden fencing and a lot less bushes. So the habitat's changed considerably. I just took them for granted. And now I've come back and I can't even see one. The fact that kids are growing up without sparrows, it's a sad loss, I think, and I think we need to turn that completely around. Since Bobby Moore lifted the World Cup, just down the road from here in 1966, over 20 million house sparrows have disappeared. And I want to find out what has gone wrong. Oh, it's cold out there. I've been visiting one place in central London for years where I know there's still a surviving colony of sparrows and maybe some answers to why they have declined. Have you seen any recently? Because you're a cab driver, you're travelling all over London all the time?
No, I don't see many around at all, actually. In the past, yeah, I say when I was a kid, we always used to see the sparrows. I mean, as we're driving around, I mean, there's nothing in the sky or even in the trees there, is there?
But now it's just pigeons. Sparrows are creatures of habit. Once they've found a place to live, they rarely wander very far away. I can hear chirping. There must be about 20 of them. And you can hear musical sounds. Fantastic hearing the chirping. If you're lucky enough to stumble across a colony of sparrows, they're shy creatures and easily startled. But give them a moment to settle down and their cheeky chirps will return. And it's great. You can sit here and just chill, and then all of a sudden, they'll start coming to you. It's fantastic. Against the odds, this colony has survived, with food provided by locals, shrubbery to protect them from predators such as cats and sparrowhawks, and spaces to nest. But there's more to the mystery surrounding their decline, and hopefully the woman I'm about to meet can provide some answers. Daria Dadam has been studying the humble sparrow for 6 years. Why are there sparrows here and not anywhere else?
Well, it is quite a tricky question, and this is probably the main question that people want to know, really. One is loss of habitat, for example, housing renovation that takes away nesting sites. Second one is loss of food. The streets are much cleaner and there's less food for the sparrows.
I've heard another one which was to do with the petrol, unleaded petrol.
Yeah, so the idea was that unleaded petrol has some VOC, volatile organic compounds, that actually kill aphids.
And these little insects are vital food for sparrow chicks. So sparrows share our cities with other birds like robins, blue tits, blackbirds. How come they are so badly affected though?
The answer is probably has to do with the sedentary nature of the species. House sparrows don't like to move very far from their colony at all.
Because they don't travel far, if their habitat is taken away, they will struggle to find a new home. What can we do to help save sparrows?
Provide them with nesting sites, food, and the most important thing, I think, is keep your eyes open and keep monitoring. Report it to the British Trust for Ornithology. We can monitor and try to save the species.
We still don't have all the answers, but we've got to act now to save the few colonies that remain, so we can solve the deeper mysteries that people like Daria are investigating. If we work together, we can save the sparrow. And down in East London, they're doing just that. At a city farm, the next generation of children are lending a hand. What's that chirping?
Yeah. Sparrow.
Let's find it.
That's a crow. No, that one, that's funny looking, but it isn't a crow. And that's fine, maybe.
We're getting warm. We're getting warmer. There's another one. Look. There's one there, look.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Did you say that you'd do a dance once we found the sparrows?
Yeah.
The stage is yours. It's great seeing kids getting as excited about birds as I did when I was growing up. And they're taking the next important step, building special nest boxes to encourage the last few surviving sparrows to make their home and start a family. House sparrows seriously need our help, not just in London, but across the whole of the nation. So I'd like you to join me to bring sparrows back.
Save us!